Good morning. Here's a short flowing set to get you into flow state. So starting with your hands over your lower belly, feet shoulder width apart, just let everything relax. Closing your eyes, going within and just taking a few deep belly breaths. So feeling the air coming in through your nostrils, filling up your chest, your ribs, your belly. Feeling your hands expand on the in-breath, relaxing on the out-breath. You might feel the air expanding into the waist, into the sides of your body. And perhaps into your low back as well. Filling up the kidneys, massaging all the internal organs. Allowing the mind to be anchored and calm. And just notice how you feel. And set yourself an intention for the rest of your day. It could just be how you want to feel for the rest of the day. It might be something you want to bring in, something you want to let go of. And then taking your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Knees are soft and bent. And just start by turning at the hips and the waist. And then just letting your arms spiral out. And as they come back in, just knocking against your belly and against your low back. This is called knocking on the door of life. So the door of life is an area energetically between the kidneys, from sort of ancient Chinese medicine and Taoist philosophy. Between the kidneys, and the kidneys themselves are very important areas. They've been described as our internal batteries. It's where our original Qi comes from our parents. So a lot of Qi Gong is about building up the energy and supporting and nourishing the energy in this area. And the opposite point is the navel, where we were attached to our mothers via our umbilical cord. And obviously it's where we receive all of our nourishment during our first 9 months. So we're just stimulating and activating the Qi in this area. Just relaxing your neck, your shoulders. This also helps to enliven the spine. We just gently loosen up the spine in its rotational direction. And then just slowing the movement down, coming back to centre. Just relax, go inside, just notice how you feel. Even just doing a couple of minutes can just help to make you feel a bit taller, a bit lighter. Just check in with yourself. Then we'll do another spinal enlivening movement called spinal cord breathing. Take your hands like loose fists and just bring them up to the sides of your head, like bunny ears. And then we're going to bring our heart up towards the sky on the inhale. Knees are soft and bent throughout. Inhale, lift your heart up towards the sky. Head goes up towards the ceiling, but without letting your head go right back. Just protect your neck. On the exhale, everything curls in. And you tuck your tailbone under and the spine becomes curved. I'll show you from the side. So inhale, duck tail at the back. Arch in the lower back, chest up towards the sky. On the exhale, letting everything round and tuck in. Inhale, expand, exhale, release. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. Just follow your breath. Filling up your belly, your ribs, your chest. On the inhale, on the exhale, imagine that you're letting go. Anything that no longer serves you, any stale energy, any physical tension. This helps to reset the body and gets it into more in the parasympathetic nervous system. It switches us from sympathetic to parasympathetic, helping the body to relax. On the next inhale, if you let yourself spiral and open out to your left, on the inhale, on the exhale, back to centre. On the next inhale, turning and spiraling the other way. Your knees straighten a little bit, bending on the exhale. Spiraling out to the side, exhaling back. Spiraling to the other side on the inhale, exhaling back. It's like you're opening up the windows, letting in the fresh air. Last one. And relax. Lovely. Give everything a little bit of a shake out. Inhale, exhale. Just letting go of any tension in your body. You can get a little bounce in the elbows, a bounce in the knees. So this is known as sort of the 5 pumps. Shaking just to release any tension in the body. It also helps to bring the Qi to the surface so we can feel it a little bit more. So the 5th pump is the spine itself, the craniosacral system. So letting the tailbone go down towards the ground and the back of the head up towards the sky. And exhale. So just imagine that you're releasing, you're letting go of any tension, any negative energies, and letting them go down into the earth for recycling and composting. And then shaking out your forearms, one way and the other way. Give everything a little bit of a shake out. Lovely. Okay. We'll do a couple of stretches. So if you can take your feet wide, bending the knees, a bit like a sumo wrestler stance. And then we're going to go over to your left. Rest your forearm on your thigh. Inhale. I like to call this half moon stretch. Straighten out the outside leg. Breathing into the whole of the rib cage as you've expanded. Keep the hips facing forward. On the exhale, come back to that sumo stance. And on the next inhale, you're stretching the opposite way. Breathing into the whole of the side, the rib area. Exhaling back down. Inhale, stretch. Exhale down. This is really good for the liver and gallbladder meridians that rule the wood element, which in the spring, we're in the spring at the moment, but you can do this any time of year, is we're in the element of wood at the moment. Everything's in abundance and creation. So it's just helping to support and balance out the liver and gallbladder meridians that run along the sides of the body, along the ribs, on the inside of the legs, the outside of the legs. And then just bringing your hands back down. We'll do one full stretch for the body, full body stretch. One hand over the other, bend your knees, inhale, stretch backwards. On the exhale, bend your knees. As you get to the ground, bend your elbows, bend your knees, scooping up energy from the earth. Hips go forward. On the exhale, hips go back. Inhale, stretch forward. So this stretches out all of the meridians and muscles on the front of the body, and then it lets everything on the back of the body also stretch. I'll show you from the side. Inhale, exhale. So your hips are gliding forwards and then gliding backwards. And sort of getting a sense of bringing up energy from the earth and feeling that sort of flow and undulation in your spine. Everything's just moving quite fluidly. And we'll do one more. And relax. Great, okay. Right, lovely. And we'll go into our flowing movements. So have your feet about shoulder width apart, knees are soft. The first one's just called opening the flow, and you very gently float your hands up and float your hands down. Inhale, float your hands up. Exhale, float the hands down. So this is about effortless flow now. So we've activated the Qi. You might feel a little bit of buzzing, or you might feel more expanded. A little bit of electricity possibly. So it's bringing that bioelectricity of the cells into your awareness. And now we're just allowing the Qi to move us. Our own life force energy flowing through us. And we're just letting it move us. We've set the intention that we're just going to float our arms up and float our arms down. I'll show you from the side. So hips float forwards and back. Knees are just bending a little bit. And again, just sort of feel that fluidity in your spine. Let go of any tension in your head, your face, your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, perhaps between your shoulder blades, around your shoulders. It can be compared to sort of ice turning into water. So any tension could be described like ice. You bring your attention to those areas. The attention is like sunlight, and it melts the water, allowing flow. Letting go of any tension in your low back, your hips, your knees and your feet. So it's just like painting through the air. Fingers are like paintbrushes, floating down and floating up. We're going to move into the fountain next. So your backs of your hands come together, rolling up the spine, hips go forward, hands come to the shoulder, the collarbones, and they move out like a fountain, hips go back. Backs of hands come together, rolling up, expanding the water out, exhaling back down. I'll come to the front. So roll, backs of hands come together, roll up the spine, hands come to just below the collarbones. We're following the kidney meridian here, and then it expands out, hips go forward, glide the hips back, rolling up. So connecting with the water element in the body, we're using a very watery movement here. Imagining that you're drawing water from a well and you're just pulling it up through the body. Or you might imagine that you're stood on a natural spring. That spring water is bubbling up through the soles of your feet. It's coming up the backs of your legs, cleansing your kidneys. It's coming up the front of the body to the collarbones. It's going all the way up the spine, into the head, into the brain. So the water element is linked with the kidneys and the bladder. And in Chinese medicine, the kidneys and the bladder sort of rule the nervous system, sort of the marrow, the bones, the endocrine system. So sort of nourishing, allowing that beautiful fluidy, watery energy to flow through the body. Inhale as the arms float up. Exhale as the arms float down. Just one more. Connecting with the powerful nature of water. Have your hands facing forwards. And this is called pulling down the heavens or pulling down the sky. Bending your knees. Inhale, arms float up. Legs straighten. Exhale. Just let the hands float down in front of the head. Coming down this central channel. Just to calm and centre all the energy. So inhale. Legs straighten. Exhale. Just calming all the energy down. Like ironing out the creases in your energy system. Bringing it all back to the safe space that is your navel, or the lower dantian, as it's known in Taoist philosophy. Inhale, float the hands up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. And keep being mindful of your breath, so breathing deep into your belly. Mindful movement, so our mind is connected with our breath and what our body is doing. It helps us be in the present moment. It helps us to be centered and calm. It can help to relax any thoughts that are going round and round. Just doing one more. And then just finishing by centering. Right palm first for women, just below the belly button. Left palm over the top, just to seal the energy in. Opposite way around for a man, because we're different polarities. Feet as close together as is comfortable. And again, just follow your breath. Follow it through your nose, your chest, your belly, and releasing on the exhale. Mind anchored into your belly. And once again, just notice how you're feeling. Check in with your physical body. Has it any wisdom for you? Is it trying to communicate with you via pain or tension in any areas? Just take note, maybe come back to that later. Have a check-in, journal, meditate. How are you doing emotionally now? How's your thoughts? And how's that intention you set at the beginning? Have you got any guidance? Any steps that you might like to take? Any inspired action? Or perhaps it's doing less and relaxing more. And then when you're ready, hands to heart, prayer position, and just gently open your eyes. Having gratitude for your body and anything else in your life. And thank you for joining today. Bye-bye. Have a good day.